Valorant, the next big thing. Or is it? It is interesting to follow through the beta progress of the game that is promising so much. Valorant is currently doing a very good job in persuading Counter-Strike players to switch and try this whole new experience. With big promises of no skyboxes, 128 tick servers, high FPS even on low-end computers, great hitboxes, less cheaters, competitive gameplay, and a title worthy of big online tournaments. There is no doubt that Riot is trying to climb their way onto the pedestal of online first-person games. This video is made as a direct comparison of CSGO and Valorant. Do you know all the things you dislike about CSGO? Well, Riot does too, and they intend to improve most of those things in order for you to like their game. And don't get me wrong, this is far from a bad thing. Valorant just might be the best thing that ever happened to Counter-Strike. If we look at the past years and statistics, CSGO was dominating in its league. Of course, there were other games with big profits as well, but for CSGO there was no real direct competitor, not in the same genre. Valve had no issue with that, as they earn multiple hundred millions in revenue each year from the game. Many people envy such success, thus the idea for them to try to do the same. With Valorant on the scene, things are changing. Many would say Valorant is the first dangerous Counter-Strike competitor. Despite their many differences, that could potentially be true, but most likely Valorant will never be as successful. Currently in beta, there are literally thousands of bugs, glitches and improvement requests reported every single day. This gives you a bit of an insight on how good Counter-Strike actually is. In its 20 years of existence, there were countless improvements, fixes and updates that tried to make the game better. Eventually, the game did get much better and currently is very good. So good in fact, I don't see any other online FPS shooter game ever achieving such well-made, skill-based, competitive gameplay. Even after the official release, we can expect hundreds of bugs and issues with Valorant until it becomes a stable, consistent game. Only then would it be comparable to Counter-Strike in terms of how much skill-based and how much luck-based it is. Why would Valorant be good for Counter-Strike, you ask me? There are a few reasons. First off, Valve has and will release more frequent updates and operations. It could be a coincidence, but right after Valorant was announced, Valve has published multiple updates and has done some major changes to the game. If this continues, we will be seeing more frequent updates, new maps and much more. Valve might start listening to complaints more now and fix some long-known issues. We might even get 128 tick servers soon. And all that because of Valorant. Another good effect of this new game is getting new players. A big misconception right now is that people think everyone will start going from CSGO to Valorant and the player numbers will supposedly fall dramatically. This might be true currently because the game is really popular to talk about and try out in beta. But this is bound to change in the future. It is expected for the players from Fortnite and similar games to try Valorant as a sort of middleman before switching to CSGO, which is essentially more competitive. Both games are free to play and have similar characteristics, so in the end it will be up to the players which game they like more. I love Counter-Strike, and it is, for now, my favorite game by a big margin. I have to admit though, Riot has done a really good job with Valorant as well. Such a game is not easy to create when its competitor is said to be the best online game of all time. Those are definitely big shoes to try to step in. No matter what happens this year, both of these games will most likely still have a big fan base and a lot of players. Being competitive with one another will for sure be good for the players. The developers will have to work hard to keep their games fun and their servers full. But until then, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time.